Mind focus. All right. Hey, everybody. This is Nick from Mecca Warehouse, and today we're going to start what will hopefully become a series. And it's going to be a series of weekly updates. I've done a few of these videos off and on over the past year or so, or past 6 months maybe, and I think I want to make it a regular thing. So the idea behind this is going to be to have a regular piece of content that I can kind of just get into a rhythm, know how to edit it, know how to put it together, and have something to pull content from, little clips and all that kind of stuff to just help with marketing the business. And my game plan is to do this on a weekly basis and kind of have a variety of topics to talk about, things that are going on in the gunpla space, announcements, new kit stuff, updates about what's going on here in the warehouse, and hopefully make this like a regular Friday morning thing. And that way I can have something that's easy. I don't have to think about too much in terms of being really creative, which will then hopefully free up the rest of my time for doing stuff required to run the business and maybe put together some more interesting and creative videos, since I'm, again, doing all of this on my own. So definitely let me know what you think of this idea, and if this is something I should keep doing, or if I'm totally off base here. I would love to have your feedback down in the comments. The truck rolls by. Okay, so first up, last weekend, about a week ago from the time that you're watching this, we had our first big sale, a reopened sale, since moving into the new warehouse. I kind of avoided doing a sale for a while because we were having some difficulty with scheduling post office pickups. A lot of that stemmed from the fact that the space is being occupied for the first time, so the address was not actually in the post office's system or whatever. So all that's been resolved. We had a big sale. It did very well. If you checked out any of our social media over the last few days, earlier this week, what have you, you probably saw that we did a lot of business, a lot of boxes to go out. Really exciting stuff, and good to kind of get back into that. Get back into that swing of things with big sales and stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun. And by a lot of fun, I mean a lot of packing. And looking forward to doing more of that kind of stuff, but we probably won't have another big sale until the Black Friday weekend. So keep an eye out for that. I'm starting the early planning stages of exactly how that should go now. Okay, charity. So if you're not aware, this week a bunch of online gunpla streamers have been raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital in a Build for the Children event, hashtag Build for the Children, that is being kind of orchestrated by the Gunpla Builders Association. A bunch of streamers are involved, including Gunpla University, which is a Mecca Warehouse sponsored builder. So definitely check out his YouTube stream on Saturday. I believe it's at 10:30 Eastern time on his stream. I'll definitely put a link and the details down in the description below. But definitely check that out. Help raise some money for a good cause. I highly recommend it. If you've been following Mecca Warehouse or myself for any length of time, you kind of realize that I'm a little bit into that. Last December, a little bit after Christmas, I actually built the entire Magonac core. I built the 36-piece P-Bandai set, as well as the 4 custom units and the high-grade sandrock, all in one glorious weekend to raise money for charity water. It was a great event. It was exciting stuff, and I hope to do something similar this year. Still working out some of the details, but last year my intent was to do it as one more or less long, ridiculous marathon session. That didn't happen, and a big part of why that didn't happen was actually because my son had an accident and burned both his hands. He was just 1 year old at the time. Bad accident where he touched a gas fireplace, kind of interrupted things Friday night for me, and just ended up spending part of the evening in the ER, and it was not the exciting part that I had hoped for. Thankfully, he's made a full recovery, and so the plan is to raise some money related to that. I'll be putting out details in the near future once I've got a few more of those details kind of worked out. Pre-orders. Okay, so last week I spoke kind of at length about pre-orders, specifically related to the whole perfect grade RX-78 Unleashed that had come out and kind of broke the internet. I won't go into detail there, but if you're interested in that, definitely check out the last weekly update video. And so this week we've got a few new pre-orders in and available. We've got a few new pre-orders available, including the RG Zeong and the Zeong effects set, the real grade Evangelion Unit 8, I believe, as well as a few more obscure kits. These have been available for pre-order with our competitors for a while, but we've got them secured now, so you can rest assured if you pre-order with us that they will be available. If you want to pre-order from Mecha Warehouse, just send me an email, nick@mechawarehouse.com, or DM me on any of the social platforms where we are, and I'll be more than happy to get an invoice together for you for whatever you want to pre-order. What's up? Okay. Restock. So Restock this week. Nothing super special, no kits this week actually, but I do anticipate having at least some of the splash paint line up. We've received some, checked in, pretty much ready to go. If we're lucky, we'll get some more splash in between now and between when I'm recording this and when you see this. This whole temporal thing just completely screws with my head, trying to talk like I'm in the future, but being in the past or being in the present, I don't even know. It's so we anticipate having some splash for I'm not doing good. I anticipate having splash available for the restock at the end of the week. Maybe some other stuff, but that's probably going to be the bulk of the restock this week. All right, Q&A. So one other thing that I want to do and make a regular piece of these weekly update videos is actually a quick Q&A portion. I've done some Q&A videos. I'm not sure if 20 minutes of just answering questions is the most exciting thing in the world. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But so rather than do that infrequently, I think I'm just going to answer, a handful of questions each week and kind of keep that going. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, whether it be about me, Mecha Warehouse, Gunpla, anything really, feel free to put that question in the comments down below on the YouTube video here. And I'm going to go through those each week when I'm putting together this video, and I'll answer 1, 2, 3, however many seem to fit into the video. So this week I got one question. This was asked a long time ago, but I really wanted to answer it because it was, I thought, a good question. But it was asked back in September. It was like a little over a month ago. And that question was from Daniel Wooten on the Discord. And his question was, now that you've moved into the new warehouse, looking back at the whole process, is there anything you would have done differently? I think this is a great question, and hopefully you guys might be able to learn from my mistakes. Not that the majority of you are running Gunpla stores or anything like that, or moving locations or any of that kind of stuff, but maybe it helps somebody out there. And so there's a few things I would have done differently in retrospect. Mostly everything went well, quite honestly. I was surprised how well things did go. Anytime you have that many moving pieces, something's bound to go wrong. Something's going to break. Something's going to be delayed. Something isn't going to go according to plan. And for the most part, everything did go according to plan. It wasn't too bad. We were a little bit delayed towards the ends. Things got bogged down a little bit, but it was not anywhere near as much as I expected to. So with that in mind, some of the things that I would have done differently. One, I probably should have allowed more time for packing of boxes in the first place. It seemed like things were down to the wire. I probably could have packed a little bit more efficiently or a little bit sooner and really spread out the time going up and down the stairs over a longer period, a few days instead of all in one day. that attic and those stairs are killer. So I got a good workout in, but I was really sore, and it might have been better to pack more sooner. So that's one. Two, there were some items that I held out on ordering because I knew I was moving, and I probably should have ordered them in retrospect because they were really popular items, and just on matter of principle of trying not to move too many things, I said, no, I'll wait, I'll order them later, and then they weren't available. A good example was the Master Grade Heavy Arms. They came around. I know that they sell really well. I should have bought a ton of them, and I didn't. And I only didn't because I didn't want to have to carry them. And in retrospect, I should have bought them and just let them sit in my garage or something so I'd have them after the move. So that could have gone better. 3, Saturday night during the move, Saturday, my parents came up and helped watch the kids so my wife could help me with unpacking everything, which was awesome, extremely helpful. The downside with that is that we had a ton of stuff to... Was that Saturday or was that Sunday? Might have been Sunday. Friday we packed, Saturday we moved, Sunday. Yeah, it must have been Sunday. So Sunday, whichever day it was, my parents came up to watch the kids for that day so my wife could help me with the move. And it was my father's birthday a few days prior, so we held a surprise birthday party for him that evening. And while it was a great to celebrate his birthday, great to see some people, my brothers and stuff, and all that stuff, the timing of it was kind of rough. And I don't know that there was a better option, but if I could control everything, I would have made sure that that wasn't the case, because we ended up going home, having this party, and then coming back to the warehouse to finish getting more unpacked. And I probably would have been, if I had had those 3-4 hours back, I probably would have been ready to go sooner after the move. So it is what it is, but that could have gone better too. I think those are the main things, right? A lot of it did go better than I thought it would, or at least as well as I expected to. And that's pretty rare. Usually I plan big things like this and something serious goes wrong and it ends up taking 3 extra days and everything falls apart. So really it wasn't too bad at all. So that's kind of the end of my Q&A video here today. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Definitely let me know down in the comments whether I should do this Q&A thing, this whole weekly update kind of video, if I should make this a weekly staple, if that's worthwhile, if that's valuable to you, if you enjoy this, or if I should go, I don't know, back to the drawing board and figure out how to be more creative and stop being lazy. So thank you for watching. Please hit that like button. It definitely helps people see this video, helps me out. Subscribe so you can see our videos in the future, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you for watching. I'm out.